Hey everyone, welcome to this video on an introduction to energy healing. Now, what I want to teach you in this video is just how to channel healing energy through yourself from the angels so that you can start to heal yourself. If you want to try this on other people, you are perfectly welcome to, but I'm not really going to go into depth of how to heal other people on this. I'm running workshops in person, and I will be designing one for online as well that teach you how to do intuitive energy healing on others. So if you're interested in that, hit me up and let me know. And they also include an energy activation as well. But today I just want to give you a couple of tips and tricks on how to channel healing energy for your own uses. This is also really useful when you're doing meditation. If you're someone who finds it hard to kind of sit still in meditation, I find for me that when I'm actively doing something like channeling energy to heal myself, I end up staying still a lot longer and I can feel the benefits a lot more. So before you connect, what you are going to do is you're going to grow your roots out down into the ground. So I do this on the beginning of all the meditations on this course, and pretty much on the beginning of anything that I do. I do it before I heal myself, I do it before I heal clients. This is so that you can ground your energy down and get a stable base before you start calling energy in. So you're going to grow your roots down into the ground. You can then call in protection from Archangel Michael or Lord Shiva or Lady Isis or anyone that you use. I personally use Archangel Michael as it's a very big, easily accessible protective energy. I ask to be protected on all levels in accordance with highest good, and I ask that anything that comes from the healing is in accordance with highest good and divine harmony and for the most benevolent outcomes. Then I will ask for a clearance of any blockages in my lower chakras, in my root chakra, my earth star chakra, any blockages in my roots and any blockages in the chakras in my feet that are preventing me from connecting with Mother Earth. Once you've done this, you're going to go ahead and draw up energy through the roots. So imagine that you're pulling up energy from Mother Earth, like drawing up like straws into the base of your spine. And you can start to then use your breath to move this energy up your spine all the way up into your head, and then start playing with moving it around your body. What this is going to do is going to have a grounding effect, and it's also going to have the effect of raising your vibrations. When you raise your vibrations, it's a lot easier to then start to channel healing energy. Now, you may find just by doing this, your hands start to turn on. What I mean by hands turning on is your hands will go warm. So watching this, you may think, oh, hang on a minute, my hands go warm all the time and I have no fucking clue why. It's because you're a natural healer and you're already channeling healing energy. What's happening throughout this time in awakenings is so many people are kind of getting their switch flicked on. So they're naturally opening up their psychic abilities, their healing abilities. All I'm doing with the work that I do is I'm just giving you guidance on how to channel them, how to use them to benefit yourself and other people. So your hands might turn on by this point, they might start going warm. If they don't, no worries at all. What you're then going to do is you're going to close your eyes and you're going to imagine your crown chakra opening, and you're going to call in healing energy from the angels, okay? So I want you guys to just start working with angelic healing energy to start with. The reason we call in healing energy from the angels rather than just trying to use our own is if you use your own, you are going to drain yourself so quickly, okay? So when I first started doing a lot of healing last year, I was calling on the angels, but I probably wasn't doing it quite enough, especially when I had like a big blockage. I was kind of just taking responsibility myself and pulling something out of someone or healing something, and it was really effective, but it had the effect on me that it was making me really tired. So it won't be too bad when you're just healing yourself, but I want you to get into the practice of calling in angelic healing energy. Once you call this in, you can imagine it coming into the top of your crown like a beam of golden light or white light. If you're not very good at like imagining things and picturing things, no worries at all. Just have the awareness there and just imagine it coming in and then starting to fill the rest of your body up. So if you can't picture things, just feel this beam of energy coming in and then coming down the rest of your body. What you're going to do then is, I'm going to do this away from my microphone, you're going to rub your hands together, okay? So rubbing your hands together to warm them up encourages the flow of chi, so chi is the energy, encourages the flow of chi to come out of your hands. So you can give them a good rub together, get them nice and hot, warm those bad boys up. And then you're going to start, once they're warm, you're going to have a little play first of all, just to see how much energy is coming out with them before you start actively channeling. So I want you to just literally have a play with your hands in front of you and see if you can feel, bring your hands out and bring them in. See how far you get before you can feel the energy, okay? So this takes a little bit of practice. And again, if you're doing this for the first time and you're thinking, oh, I can't feel shit, like, don't worry about it. Keep practicing it. It will come. Even just by asking for it, you will start channeling energy. Keep asking the universe, keep having the intention that you want to channel healing energy, and it will just come. You don't need to go and train in anything. You don't need a bit of paper saying that you're a healer. We are all natural healers. You don't need any sort of attunements. Attunements and like activations and stuff do help increase the energy flow, but you don't need any of them to get started. You have everything you need literally inside you. Okay, so you're going to play with the energy here. And then I want you to close your eyes and you're going to draw in the energy. Imagine drawing it in through your crown chakra and pushing it out your hands. The way that I push it out my hands and the way that I teach people is by using the breath. So I use a certain type of breath. I think it's called Ujjayi breath in yoga. I don't know, I'm not really a yogi. But it's essentially closing off the back of your throat with your tongue and pushing the air out of your nose. So it kind of makes your breath sound like the ocean. So you're going to breathe in and then, so you may be able to kind of hear that on the microphone. What I'm doing is I'm pushing the air, using the back of my throat to push the air out of my nose. And what I'm imagining is that I'm using this force to push the energy out of my hands. So I'm breathing in healing energy from the crown and then breathing out of the hands. What I would do to practice, so you can do this sitting up, laying. I prefer to do it laying down, to be honest, so that I'm a bit more relaxed, but you can do it sitting up. Is I would put a hand over the heart, a hand over the solar plexus, or over the sacral chakra, which is kind of your womb area, those of you who have a womb, and then just kind of play with it here, breathing in energy and then breathing it out of the hands. And just notice how you feel. Just notice, see if you can feel your stuff starting to heat up. See if you can feel tingles. See if you might have like some emotions come up. My hands are going hot as soon as I put them on me. But just have a play around with it and see how you feel. And once you feel like you're channeling energy and kind of practicing this, you can give yourself a whole self-healing by just going through the chakras. So starting with your hands on the head, when you're laying down or sitting up, and doing a few breaths in your crown chakra. Stay here for as long as you need. I'm not going to tell you how long you should stay in a certain place. This is all intuitive. Use your intuition. You might find, well, you probably will find also, that your hands heat up more on different areas. So this is usually a good indication that that chakra needs work. So for example, if your crown chakra heats up loads, I would go online and Google crown chakra and just see what it represents, what areas are kind of affected by your crown chakra, and it might resonate with you of, oh, actually that's been happening recently. Or like, for example, the heart chakra, you might need a lot of energy there. You might have just gone through a breakup. You might have had some grief that you're getting over. You might be suffering from anxiety because your heart chakra is closed. So all of these different things, and you can find out just with a quick Google on like energy systems, on chakras. I massively recommend getting a very base knowledge of chakras. You can go onto my Instagram at nattybeatts, nattybeatts, and keep scrolling down until you get to the rainbow. I actually did a block of posts that goes over the basics, everything you need to know about all the chakras and the basics of them. So you'll be able to find that on my Instagram forever whenever you're listening to this video. You can also find like YouTube videos going through the 7 chakras. There's a lot of stuff out there. Don't get too overwhelmed with it, but just having a little base knowledge is really good. So once you've done the crown chakra, you can move to the third eye here. I always like to go over my ears as well. It's just quite a nice, oh, it made my hearing go weird. Quite a nice position. The back of the head is a nice one. This is really good for if you've got a busy brain or if you're having trouble sleeping. Then for the throat, I'm going to touch the microphone here. I do different positions for the throat. Sometimes I put my hands here around my throat. Sometimes I'll place one here and one somewhere else. Then you've got the heart chakra, the solar plexus, which is just above the belly button. Got your sacral chakra that's below that. And then for your root chakra, I either put my hands either side of my crotch, or you can put them on the base of your spine to get that as well. Now with this, obviously doing your chakras is a great practice, but you can also do anywhere that you have a physical problem. So say you like sprain your wrist or something, sit and do energy healing on it. If you have dodgy feet, sit and do energy healing on them. If you've got like a bad stomach because you've eaten something bad or you suffer from IBS, sit there and do it on your stomach and set the intention of sending the energy there. As an extra with all of this, so that's how to channel healing energy, and that's a very physical thing. I'm not going to go too much into the psychic element of healing because that is a whole big thing in itself. But as just an extra element, you can ask the angels to remove and clear certain areas. So once you've put all your protection in, your grounding, your channeling energy, while you're up here, you might ask out loud or in your head for the angels to remove and clear any blockages and resistances in your crown chakra, and ask them to be removed through all incarnations, which basically means all the previous lives you've had, all dimensions, all parallel lives, and every level of your being. So it's just a really good intention to do, and you'll find that once you start doing that, it's really fucking powerful. A lot of my meditations are done like this, but it's something that you can certainly do yourself. And it's just another way of starting to build trust in all of this stuff. I'm a big fan of, rather than just telling you guys what is out there and what's happening, getting you to experience it for yourself as a skeptic. And I've been skeptical about everything until I've experienced it. I think it's really important we take our own responsibility for these things and experience them ourselves. So yeah, asking the angels to clear any blocks anywhere. And this can also relate to injuries. Say, for example, we'll go back to the sprained wrist again. You can ask for the angels to remove and clear anything that's causing pain in your wrist. You can ask them to heal the tissues faster. You can ask them to speed up your digestion of a food that you've eaten. Do you know what I mean? Just get used to widening your perspective and just believing, or even, I'm not even going to ask you to believe it until you've experienced it, but just start getting curious about what is possible and what you can affect by using intention and by using energy. Because I promise you, once you start getting into this stuff, it's going to blow your fucking mind of what you can and can't affect. Once you have finished doing a healing on yourself, I would have a good little clearance. It's good to have a clearance of your energy before you heal as well. So doing something like a smudge with a sage or a Santo Paolo, but also afterwards, just doing a clearance of any excess energy. How I like to do it when I'm healing myself is I just ask for any excess energy to go down my roots and into the earth. So I kind of imagine my energy sticking out like this, and I bring it all back into me and down into the earth. If you do have a little go on someone else, then you're going to waft it away from them. I know it sounds ridiculous. Literally waft it away from them and throw it away. I say ushka, ushka. It's like a shamanic thing. So wind it all up and ushka. Or you can just blow it away or say poof or whatever you want. Try not to get too attached with words doing any of this work, any psychic work, any healing work, because they are just words. What is more important is the intention behind it. So if you have the intention of clearing any negative chi, any dark energy that's come out during the healing and throwing it away, then it will work. Another little thing that you can ask to do is call on an angelic vacuum cleaner. I know, again, it sounds absolutely ridiculous, but it works. Call on the heavenly vacuum or an angelic vacuum and just ask for it to take away any dark chi around you, and you'll literally just feel your energy go whoop and lighten. So don't take my word for it. Have a little go and see how you get on. If you get on really well with this, and you feel that you have a lot of natural healing abilities in there, or you feel really drawn to this sort of work and you want to open them up, please do get in touch with me, because as I said, I'm going to be doing a lot more workshops and a lot more work in the future on teaching people how to access their own psychic intuitive healing abilities and also things like finding out what healing modalities are most accessible for you, finding out things about your soul contract, about your life path. If it is like a path of a healer, then okay, what sort of healing am I doing? What am I here to do? So all of that stuff I cover in workshops and will be on future courses. And yeah, get in touch if you want it. But please do let me know in the group your experience of using this method, and let me know if you can get your hands heated up. Let me know if you have any healing breakthroughs. I would love to hear about them. So please do share in the group. And if you have any questions at all, just pop them in the group and I will answer. Enjoy the rest of your day.